Guest of honor for today's program, Professor Medhavi, Senior Professor JNU, Emeritus Chief Economic Advisor, Government of Sikkim, Honorable Chancellor, Mr. Pravesh Dudani, Founder Chancellor, Medhavi Skill University, Pro-Chancellor, Mr. Kuldeep Sharma, Co-Founder, Medhavi School University, Dr. Amaya Singh, Vice Chancellor, former Justice Sri A.P. Subba, Chairman Lokayukta, VCs of various universities, distinguished guests, members of governing body, faculty members, parents, graduates and students. It's indeed a matter of great honor and pride for me to stand here before you to deliver my brief speech today. The other day, the Pro-Chancellor, Mr. Kuldeep Sharma, when he came to me and extended his invitation, I was wondering and I thought I would prepare a very a good speech for today. But then I sat down to write and people from my constituency came in and I had to abandon writing. Then again I made another attempt, I didn't succeed. Then I asked ChatGPT, please write a speech for me for the Convocation address of Medhavi Skill University. And it gave me a 20-minute speech. Then I thought, if I read that, first I would have to give that disclaimer saying that this is not mine. So again I thought I would come here, speak to you from my heart, and I'm here today in front of you. See, in Sikkim there was a time when the government of Sikkim was establishing, giving license to casinos, pharma companies, hydropower companies that plundered and looted the natural wealth of Sikkim. This government, after it came to power, is planting universities in Sikkim to make Sikkim an education hub. What do you think? Planting casinos are better or planting universities? Of course, universities. So under the dynamic leader of Hon'ble Chief Minister, Shri Raju, we are committed to make Sikkim an education hub, a skill hub where every child from Sikkim gets that opportunity. During our times, I studied in College of Engineering, Pune, where in 86 to 90, I graduated in 90. That was the time when railway reservations were all manual. There was no PRS system. I never got a proper berth traveling from NJP to Pune. Never. We had to accommodate ourselves near the toilets, in general compartments, wherever we found a small space. You know the trains in India. And that time, those days, you could imagine how they must be. By the time we reached Pune, our hairs used to be like strands of wire. All our, when you get into the bathroom would be the downpipe of the bathroom would literally choke of the dirt and filth that we accommodated along the route. Today, you are fortunate enough to have such universities in Sikkim. You are graduating from these wonderful universities that has been established in Sikkim. Skill, what is skill? Is it knowledge? What is the difference? So learning by doing, maybe that will skill you. Imagine a driver who has got a license just by going through the literature of how to drive a vehicle, just by giving a written test for how a vehicle works, how a clutch works, how a accelerator works. Unless you sit on the driver's seat and drive that vehicle, you cannot be a driver. Imagine MBBS course that is not associated with some hospitals. What kind of doctors would that produce? So, industry linkage is the most important part, and that is where you get your skills. So, dear students, your university, Medhavi Skill University, has achieved that mileage. It has linked you with the industry. I was talking to a young girl outside when we were having our snacks. She got an opportunity to do her internship in Hayat, and now I think she's placed with some sterling holidays. See, these are when you graduate from a university, if you do not have a placement in your hands, I think it is incomplete. You have to run from pillar to post looking for employment. And this university, I believe, has gone that distance, achieved that mileage. Building a house, this is an age of specialization. You are building your own house, and how many types of people do you need to build a house? You need masons, you need plumbers, you need carpenters, electricians. They have their own skill sets in their hands. Today in Sikkim, you'll be surprised to know that a plumber, an ordinary plumber, earns more than 40,000 a month. 40,000 a month. An ordinary plumber. This is because he has that skill set in his hands. That is what specialization means to you. So, go ahead, get that skill set you need. In the real world environment, there is success, there is failure, but never think that failure is the opposite of success. Failure is a stepping stone to success. Dear students, when you face the real world, there are a lot of challenges. It is not going to be, as the earlier speakers have already said, it is not going to be linear. You won't be always climbing those stairs higher and higher. You will be falling. But when you fall, make sure that you rise. What are the ingredients to success? I believe there are three ingredients to success. One is, of course, the skill set, skills that you have. The other one is important one, is a mindset. If you think you succeed, you will. And of course, with this, your skill set, your mindset, and the third ingredient would be efforts. You have to put in efforts, otherwise no one is going to give you in a platter. You have to struggle, you have to put in that effort to succeed in life. Dear graduates, never forget the contributions that your parents have made. Your parents are here, many of them. Never forget the contributions that your teachers have made in your life, right from your primary schooling. Your mentors, your professors, never forget their contribution in your success. And lastly, I would say, give back to the society. Society needs selfless people who contribute to well-being of the society. We have been far too selfish nowadays. So I request, I implore you to give back to the society that you have come from. In the end, I would like to recite a small poem that has actually changed my life. It was in the moral science classes in my early school days that a moral science teacher who told me this poem that has changed my life. This is the thinking poem by Walter D. Whittle. If you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you'd like to win, but think you can't, it is almost a clinch, you won't. If you think you lose, you have lost. For out of the world we find, success begins with a fellow's will. It's all in a state of mind. If you think you are outclassed, you are. You've got to think high to rise. You've got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. Life's battles don't always go to the stronger and the faster man. But soon or late, the man who wins is the one who thinks he can. Thank you so much.